Hey, it's lyla.mev the Mini Witch. In this video, I'm answering the question of do yours, and yes, you, do your miniatures suck? In short, no, they don't. Alright, remember to like, subscribe, and join me over on Patreon. Trent from Miscast and I had a really great in-depth discussion about what it means to be good enough at miniature painting. Who decides this mythical state of being? And what does one do if they decide that they can't reach it? First, it's time to reconsider your own mindset when it comes to painting. Envision your models. What do you want them to look like, and why do you want them to look like that? Now that we have this image in our head, ask yourself where you got this image from. Are you mimicking your idol? Are you trying to follow the box art to the best that you can? Why is that your goal? Is that a realistic goal for you? Do you look forward to mini painting with that goal in mind? Or are you looking at each model as an opportunity to enjoy painting as its own hobby? Set realistic goals for what you want to achieve. Is it realistic that you imagine every model being as good as the box art, or every model being as good as what you see on Instagram? Decide if you're willing to devote the time and effort and supplies that it takes to getting that good. And if the answer is no, that's totally fine and there's nothing wrong with that. But it is an answer and a decision that you need to make, because once you've made that decision, this weight can be lifted off of you. Once you are no longer holding yourself to that standard that, if you really thought about it, was never realistic for the amount of time or what you even wanted to achieve. You don't have to always be improving. Not every model needs to be better than the last. Painting can be enough. Having fun can be enough. If you aren't painting for a competition or a commission, then just paint to have fun. Here's the thing. Miniature painting is for you, and it's whatever you make of it. There really is no such thing as failing at miniature painting. And failure is something that everyone is afraid of, including myself. But whatever you're painting is good enough. The only way the painting could get better is if you have more fun while doing it. Don't compare yourself to other people. I'm sure that the majority of miniature painters that you follow on Instagram are absolutely outstanding, and that's great for them. But you shouldn't hold yourself to their standard. You should only hold yourself to your standard. Don't let me or anyone else discourage you from painting. Instead of sitting on Instagram, make a community. Whether that be through your local gaming store, Facebook, or maybe even Instagram. But find people at your skill level. Miniature painting can be a very lonesome hobby, but it doesn't have to be. People tend to start out really excited when they first join the hobby. They go and buy all of these models, the brushes, the paints, and then sometimes they slowly begin to fall out of love with it. They see what other people are posting on Instagram, and they wonder if they're wasting their time by even doing this hobby at all. But there is a spark of creativity that can be found in miniature painting when you don't care about being perfect. If you just have fun and test random things, that's when some of the best creativity can happen. Listen, your miniatures are good enough. However you've painted them, to whatever level you have painted them to, your miniatures are good enough. I know that this can be hard, and I'm saying all of this as a pretty damn good painter who is painting for box art and YouTube and has thousands of followers on Instagram and even more on YouTube. So I know that when I tell you that whatever you're working on is enough, it might not seem so. But I paint to the level that I paint at because I am passionate about it. I don't paint to put these on the table. My end goal is to put these on the shelf. And depending on what your goal is, that's what you should paint to. I want everyone to stay as excited as they first were when they started painting. It is totally fine to not want to improve your painting. The most important thing is that you are having fun. I hope that you enjoyed this video. I hope that it was inspiring or reassuring to you. If you like what I do here, the best way that you can support me is to join my growing community on Patreon, where you can receive feedback from me or just hang out with people who like to paint, play war games, or 3D print. Otherwise, like, subscribe, and comment down below. It means the world to me to hear from you. Thank you so much for taking the time to be here, and I'll see you on the next one.
Hi, listen, no, okay, you cannot eat sandpaper. Listen, if you can make it work, you can stay. Sometimes he just gets so desperate for a lap, and if he doesn't get one, he just cries. He just cries and bothers you and paws at you until you finally submit and give him a lap. I love this cat, but sometimes it's like having a toddler. As long as you're happy, Moch, because we all know that you're the most important thing here. You are the most important. Your happiness comes before all else, obviously.